Yeah, but my question is still to you. Should we do anything about that or not?
Yes, probably yes.
Then what it should be?
We can propose switching tasks. So one guy works on one part of tasks and the other on the other. So they all are working on the same tasks, but they're all developing themselves and doing different job each time.
Oh, that's interesting. And what I miss is this image of future. First of all, what's the topic? What are we talking about? What is the topic?
We are talking about the future where people like their job better.
Oh, so we're talking about the future. And they are talking about people liking their job, right?
Yes.
And it's very clear why it's important for them, right? So, what kind of future we're trying to see? We're trying to see the future that
Future satisfied employees.
yeah, they are happy with the work they're doing. What kind of questions you might ask them to build that future in their minds?
Have you imagined a job when you will not only earn money but be happy and to work with your friends and to want to spend more and more time at work?
This is a closed question. The question is good. Can you please make it more open? Because the answer is yes.
That's good at the question. The answer is yes.
So what's the next
that
question?
everyone thinks in one direction.
Okay, what's the next question? No.
What should you do for that? To achieve that? And
Okay.
everyone will answer what he can imagine.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Yeah, what about the past? Did they have that kind of experience in the past? Really? What would be the question? Yeah, the question would be like I said. Did you have this kind of experience in the past when you did your job, you really loved it, and maybe you were paid for it, maybe not, but did you have an occupation in your life that really brought you a lot of joy, and what is that? Okay, and then your next question is what we can do from the present. Yeah, actually you retold what I draw on the next slide. Yeah, this guy did even more radical thing. He said, well, let's imagine that you graduated from the university and started working, and you was hired by a company that allowed you to show all your potential, right? They allowed you to show all the best you were able to, and you developed totally 120%. Can you please describe that person? Of course I can, right? Even maybe not describe, but draw the person they might have become. The next question you can guess. Okay, please compare it to the present situation. What do you think? Usually the present situation is very, very, very different. Yeah, and the next question is, okay, what might be the first little step from your present position to that imaginary guy that you might have become? The results, yeah. This is a very positive result, actually. I don't know what it is. Yeah, some spots. Yeah, but in fact, in real life, the result was totally different, because this kind of questions bring people out of their comfort zone. And when you bring people out of the comfort zone, it's very important to support them. Yeah, because, well, the result was really, when you compare your present state with the possible, it usually, yeah, make us think of some things that might happen. Okay, and last room. So he crossed the final border, and this is the last room. When he entered this room, he was really amazed. Because you see team boards, desk boards, some plants, some recording. Yeah, I hope that every one of you saw the teams of that kind, or even worked in teams of that kind. So these guys really want to work in this team, but when he came to the table, they say, okay guys, you're so nice, I want to do something for you. They say, oh, well, we don't need anything. We all did it all already ourselves. So maybe you can come and bring us some coffee, but in fact we don't need you. My question to you is what we should do in this situation?
Study their experience in order to be able to transfer this style of work to other teams?
What questions will you ask them?
What is the trend of this team? They look like a perfect team, but everything in our world changes. It may change to worse or even better. So what do they want to achieve in 1 year or 5 years?
Okay. Other questions? What would you like to do with this team first? What is the topic you would discuss with them?
To suggest to have a perfect delivery in the next Scrum. To kind of.
Why? What
So
is
they
it-
will be motivated to do more and more.
Why is that important for them?
Just a sport interest.
Okay. So what would you do with this kind of team? As far as-
We can ask them whether they were successful from the very beginning and how did they come to this point and how can we gather this knowledge.
When these developers know and have experience how to be a perfect team, they can help in organizing other teams. These developers can move to project manager positions and so on.
Okay. Well, as far as I understood, in general, you would not like to do anything with this team. Maybe you would like to check if they're still progressing, right? And you would also like to get some experience from them. Yeah, I would say that my position is more or less the same. Because yeah, if we have this perfect team in the company, usually there's only one team in the company, the rest is really problematic. So I'd rather spend as a Scrum Master, I'd rather spend my time with the problematic teams, and this one I would like to leave alone, if they're working okay. The only problem is that if they're really working okay and if they're really rising, right? That's what you said. If they're not stagnated. So this guy, yeah, the questions about how they achieve that might be very different. Like, please, can you please tell the two or one main thing that helped you to achieve this situation? What do you like in your work the most? What do you like in your work the best? What do you think is the key factor of that makes your work that makes you so happy and proud of your work? This kind of stuff. Yeah. So, this was the last team. So he again met this very nice lady. So she said, okay, now you graduated, let's check the lessons you've learned. Okay, and these are the lessons. The first room lesson is that the communication, when you can set it up, it raises or at least decreases barriers. The second room says us that even if there is a very big ass in your team or in yeah, you can find some use of it for your purpose. The third room said that innovation and rules must be in some balance. Too many rules is not very good, but too many innovations also not very good. And finally, the final lesson is that some teams don't need any management. Yeah, and the manager should spend their time somewhere else, in better place. So, that was the story. And I would like to ask you to pick up your notes again. Now, goodbye, Scrummaster. Go to your work. Let's get back to our notes. Notes? Yes. Notes? Yes. Can you please take a look at the situation you wrote down in the beginning? And now, I'm very curious. Think for a moment. Do you now see other ways out of that situation? Do you now see what kind of questions you can ask in that situation to your colleagues or to your partners? Can you please think for a moment and maybe also write it down? И для русскоговорящих. Вот у нас была получасовая история, да? Был какой-то инструмент, который мы пробовали применять в разных ситуациях. Вот у вас есть ваша ситуация, ваша живая. Она вам удалась. Подумайте на секунду, применим ли к ней этот инструмент? Если да, то какие вопросы вы могли бы задать в этой ситуации? Какие это могли бы быть вопросы, которые могли бы помочь вам тогда изменить к лучшему, еще более эффективно?
Everybody is perfect. Everybody is perfect.
Everybody is perfect? Ah. I don't understand. Sorry.
If no one has questions how to improve, then it must be that everyone is perfect.
Okay, well, this is already nice. Okay, guys, I would like to show you three more slides. Sorry, I will clean. Oh yeah. So this very nice lady, she's a real lady. Yes. Her name is Bliss Brown, and she attends Kyiv quite often. I think at least twice a year she visits car picnics. So if you would like to get acquainted with her a bit closer and listen to what she say about appreciative inquiry, about coaching in total, yeah, you should attend Hub Picnic or contact people who know her, in particular me or Natalia Trina, and you'll get a chance. Yeah, Natalia Trina is out there. Yeah, and you'll get a chance to talk to her. This guy, who taught Scrum Masters to be good Scrum Masters, his name is Robin Diamond. He also visits Kyiv quite often. If you would like to talk about agile implementations, about management of agile teams, about Scrum Mastery and Scrum Masters, you will have a chance to talk to him either in a year on Agile Eastern Europe 2011, or you should contact Alexey Krivitsky. Alexey Krivitsky is out there. Yeah, who knows Robin very well. Yeah, and finally that's it. Thank you very much. And please, your questions. Sorry, one moment. I'll click to the final slide, which says thank you very much. Yeah, but yeah. Thank you. Please, your questions. Sure. I think you can already find it on the side of Agile Eastern Europe, but I will also give it to you. Ну, пожалуйста, задавайте вопросы. Если